So you wanna go to war with me? You're talking like you think you're royalty. You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane, it's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall, I've come to take it all. I'll take it, I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall, I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. Coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling
another Spurs Pub Talk. Preseason has started. Let's rock and roll. How you guys doing tonight? Make sure you hit that like button right off the get-go. Smash the subscribe if you haven't already as well. Hit that share button. Let people know we are live. Hit the share button out there. Get it out to the Twitters and the Facebooks and the wherever else you can share it to. And we will get this party started right off the bat. Stream goals. Let's get to 5 new members tonight on the show. We've got 1 already, so that means we need 4 more left. 4 more left. Get your memberships in right now. Get them in. We need 4 of them. And let's welcome the folks to the chat. Elias is here. You got a new member, Will. Let's go. Can I be a moderator? Bald head emoji. It's already done, my friends. It's already done. Brian Hill Fan Club is here. Let's go with the Brian Hill Fan Club. I'm not a big part of it. All 55 kilograms of it. Not sure what that is in pounds. I think it's like 146 pounds. Rough estimate there. Hey, Will, we must aim for the best players, not settle for second and third best. I agree with you 10,000%. The link is there, pinned to the top. Just click it, and you can join the show. We do have 1 guest waiting in the back, and we will bring that guest on as soon as we get through the introductional part of the show. Yeah. Similar comment, a little extra added to the end. Otherwise, we are scraping the barrel. I agree with you. Elias is there, 3 a.m. here. Well, welcome 3 a.m. I mean, what else you got to do on a Sunday night? 4 a.m. in Denmark. There you go. William, 안녕하세요. 고구마님. 감사합니다. And then she says panga. But she cries. Why does she cry? 저 오늘 마음 편히 시청할 수 있어요. 마음 편히 시청할 수 있어요. 하루 있었어요. Self-care day. Gotcha. That's good. I'm glad that you're resting. 안녕하세요. 121 pounds is 55 kilograms. Holy cow, that's even lighter than I thought. 안녕하세요, Will 형. 안녕하세요. Morning, Will. Come on, you Spurs. Good morning. 고구마님. 7 p.m. in the West Coast. That's right. I did an earlier show earlier in the week, so I figured I'd start today a little bit later. Make it a little bit more convenient for our Korean and Australian and other fans from across the places. So a little inconvenient for the UK folks tonight, but you can't please everybody all the time, so you gotta do what you can do. And we got James Joris, evening all, always great evening when there's a THFC rant stream on. I agree, that is usually a good evening. True Blue Spurs, of course, I'm taking the piss. WillStewartTHFCRants teachers. I know you must love Gail. Oh, I know. Bryce, I know. I can read the sarcasm. But yeah. What do we got going on this week? What do we got going on tonight? Tonight is just a Spurs pub talk. That means we just come on, talk about whatever floats your boat. So make sure you hit that join button, the like button, and the subscribe button, and the link if you want to come on the show and have your say, whether it be cussing me out or doing whatever it is that you want to do. Make sure you click the link and come on and join us for that. It's always a good time. And let's thank the members so far. We've got 32 members now, I do believe. That's awesome. The oldest one for over 12 months, Mr. Danny Kiriakou, Tony Go, Scott M, Wayne Bonner, Yunez, John Langford, David, AMZO, Matthew THFC Collins, Aaron Dubb, Ellie at the 4-star general level, lead in the pack. We've also got Brian Daigle, James Joris, Raymond Grove, Amir Sadir, Jagjit Rawat, Jason Groves, Samuel Gorm, Alejandro Perez, Bobby K, Shane B, Sean Stewart at the captain level, the little bro rocking the captaincy, Mark Woodland, Philip P, Gina Kim, CQ, Ben Kaufman, Dave Jones, Val Taylor, Spartan 7 Gaming, Bosper TV, and Elias. Whew, those are all the members. That's a long list. The list is getting long. And then we've also got our Patreon members. Big up to them as well. Gogama, Mama Coates, William, and a bunch of other people too. Sorry, I don't have that list in front of me right now at the moment. But all of those people as well, you are very welcome. Starting next week, get ready for that. We're going to be doing membership shows midweek, members only shows. So you'll only be able to view it if you are a member or a Patreon member. The links will be in the member section, just like you get for all the other channels that have like member invites. The link to actually watch the stream will be in the member section or the Patreon member section. So make sure you check that out. Or if you're a Patreon member and you want to know, just send me a DM and I will get you that link as well. Yeah. Tottenham Hotspur landed in South Korea, in Incheon, by the way. Incheon, which is a city, the third largest city in South Korea, on the west coast of South Korea. I lived there for quite a long time. Munakdong, Namgu, Incheon-shi, right? Taeanmingu, South Korea. So, people that don't know, just a quick geography lesson before we get going here. Seoul is kind of in the middle of the country-ish, a little bit more towards the west coast. Incheon is on the far west coast. There's an island that belongs to Incheon, is where Incheon airport is. That's where you land when you fly into South Korea. Seoul actually doesn't have a international airport itself. There's actually 2 international airports that I'm aware of. I think Busan is sometimes called an international airport, but not too many people fly out of Busan unless you're maybe going to Japan or something like that. Same with Kimpo. But for the most part, international flights go in and out of Incheon, which is about 60 minutes to get to from the airport to Seoul. Is probably going to take you about 60 minutes by train, most likely, unless you take that express train. There's an express train that goes to Seoul Station, I think. But for the most part, you're landing into Incheon and then having to travel quite a long way. But if you're in the southeast part of Incheon, you're probably only about 25-30 minutes from Seoul, from the west side of Seoul to the east side of Incheon. Yeah. So, but a lot of people don't know about Incheon as much as they do Seoul. So, for example, when Sun is holding the sign that says "Welcome to Seoul," first of all, he probably didn't make that sign himself, and second of all, sometimes people say that, but it's not Seoul technically, right? You don't want to piss the Incheon people off, right? Because they pay for that area, they pay for that airport with their taxes. Seoul people don't. So, but anyway, I digress. That's all right. Gotta educate. People like to think that you don't know what you're talking about when you do. Unfortunately, I do. My beard, I need to get a brush. I need to brush my beard a little bit. It's a little bit wily. I haven't trimmed it in a couple days. But let's bring up, how long am I going to be on for? I'm going to be on, do they like karaoke in Korea? Yes, they love karaoke in Korea. Is that more a Japanese thing? Would love to see Harry trying to sing. In Korea, they have, I don't know if I've ever been to karaoke in Japan. In Korea, they call it noraebang. And they love them. They're everywhere. It's a little bit different than you think. It's a private room, up to yes, it is. It's a very nice airport. Incheon International is a very nice airport. but yeah, nore means sing, and bang means room, so they call them singing rooms. And they're a good time. They're a good time. Singing rooms a good time. They bring in beer and peanuts and dried squid and all kinds of fun stuff. And people sing, go crazy, have a good time, take shots of soju and drink some beer. Well, let's bring in our first guest, the Queen, the 4-star general of Tottenham, or Tottenham, THFCRants, probably Tottenham as well. But let's bring in the first guest of the night. You know her, you love her. Hopefully the internet connection doesn't cause her a problem tonight. Queen Ellie Hoijabajurg. What's going on?
Hiya, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, my internet's been very good to me today.
That's good. That's good.
I know. It's I just wanted to ask you, Will, the thousands of fans that greeted our team yesterday now, did they say how many thousand were there?
There's a lot. In fact, let's bring up let me bring up a little video here that we can kind of play and show, because it's from Korean channels and stuff like that, so I don't think that a lot of people would have necessarily seen it. Like the day one in Seoul that the club put out was a little bit kind of short and clipped in a manner that didn't let you see it. So I'll bring up and maybe I'll link the video in here too. I gotta find the video that I liked. Maybe I can go to history. Yeah, here we go. So we'll bring up this video here, and we will play it for the peoples, just so they can kind of see.
Great.
I will see if I can make it. No, I don't think that works. We can do it this way, and then we'll share this video and bring it up here. We won't play the whole thing, or at least we'll pause it and claim it, so people don't think that I'm necessarily just janking this guy's video. But I'll definitely promote his channel as well. Share screen.
Is this a Korean guy?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's a Korean YouTube channel called Football Chaser. You can subscribe to him. Look him up on YouTube. Just search Football Chaser, and you'll be able to see that. He's got this video right here. It's got almost 1 million views.
Wow.
Yeah. So just kind of him at the airport himself. Can you hear that or no? Probably not.
Yeah.
You heard it?
I can hear it, but it's not loading completely yet. It's just got son. That's better.
So here's him. This is at Incheon International Airport. This is the
oh my god,
the people pickup area. So
got Richarlison.
Turn the volume down a little bit here so we can talk over the top of it.
You can tell Lucas Moura.
Yeah, so it's Papamata, Sar, Kulusevski. You got Perisic here signing autographs for the people. But you got a ton of people inside the airport. So those are the guys that came out first. Then you got Son here waiting for Daniel Levy. So this is kind of where the club's video picks up at. You hear in a minute they start chanting Son Heung-min.
Yeah. Amazing.
Kyung Saranghae means we love you, older brother.
I like the way he waves.
Very, very Korean celebrity wave.
Yeah.
We're chanting Son Heung-min.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. He's so well loved. Well, we love him as well.
Yeah.
My favourite player with Højbjerg, as you know.
This is the part of the video where the club comes out. You see Conte and Daniel Levy coming through.
Yeah.
This is the part where the club video.
There's Conte.
Kind of started that. And Daniel Levy.
Yeah.
people cheering, stuff like that.
Oh God, Daniel Levy looks so small.
Yeah. And then this is where, so this is the backside of the airport. You got
That's Doherty,
Brian Hill.
Yeah.
Basuma,
Your favourite
see
player.
all the different fans over there. Yeah. You got Forster here. Oh, sorry, who's that?
That's Forster.
Richarlison coming out. Emerson,
all the Brazilian boys.
Lukamura.
Yeah, they're together, aren't they?
One of the academy guys, I think. And then
Wow.
you got Romero and who's the other? Pentincourt.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell with the masks on sometimes.
They'll be both. The Uruguayans speak Spanish.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
You got Skip and I don't know the bloke on the right. Some of the younger
Got
guys.
Harvey White.
Yeah, Kulizeski.
That's Harvey White. I like him. He's a good player. Harvey White.
Perisic again. You got Perisic signing a bunch of autographs for fans. You got Basuma, I think, comes out here as well. Sessegnon. People were wondering if Basuma had come through. He definitely did. He was in the earlier list.
Yeah. Tanganga was a surprise, wasn't he, that he took him?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think that you can necessarily say, why did Levy go? I'm not 100% sure why Levy went, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We got Parrott, Troy Parrott. And this is outside the airport in the car pickup area. You got Conte sitting on the bus.
Oh.
And then the subtitle there says, basically, Conte enjoying the Korean popularity. But this is that guy's channel right there, so make sure you go subscribe to him. He does a bunch of different stuff. His name is Football Chaser, and then in Hangul as well, Football Chaser. He has a big channel in, that's the name of the channel there. You can see Football Chaser, or Football Chaser in English. He does different, like this is the club shop there. He does different tours. He goes to the stadium. He does all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure I'll put the link. He's a proper
football fan, isn't he?
Yeah, huge football fan.
Is he actually a Spurs fan as well, this guy?
Yeah, he's got a huge channel.
Great.
So it's about 61,000 subscribers. As you see, this video now is over 1 million views on this video here. So I'm going to share his channel link in the, since we borrowed his video, I'm going to share his channel link in the chat here, and people can go subscribe to him if they so choose. But I'd just like to show you that, guys, that because you can go see, if you really want to follow up with what all they're doing too, you can see Erla Camela coming in for Sevilla and stuff like that too. Sevilla landed in Korea. So if you want to keep update, I think with a lot of videos that necessarily the club won't be putting out for that tour in South Korea, my guess is this guy will probably be out there, taking videos and doing stuff that a lot of the club won't get. So if you want some inside information, he usually does English subtitles too, sometimes. So it's Ethan.
Will he be screening the matches as well?
I don't know if he'll be screening the matches necessarily. He may be at the matches. But it's a good channel. If you want to see a lot of Tottenham content,
it's really good.
He's got a bunch of different stuff. Not only just Tottenham, but different teams as well. So check it out. It's a good channel.
He's got a lot of followers. Wow.
Yeah.
The Koreans are crazy about football, though, aren't they? They love it.
Yeah, they do. So there's a lot of this. The biggest YouTube channels for Tottenham Hotspur, at least for football in general, are that cover Tottenham regularly are probably on the Korean side. So
So all
Good
those
deal.
fans, were they still there for the Sevilla team as well?
The Sevilla guys got there 2 days before.
All right.
Yeah. So in that video there, you've got Eric Lamela coming in.
Yeah.
And it looks like they
I don't know any other Sevilla players, to tell you the truth. I don't. I
Landing
follow
against Sean.
Spanish football, but I don't know always all of their players.
Looks like there was a pretty large Korean supporters group or followers there too for Sevilla. I mean, not as many as Tottenham, obviously.
No.
But basically, pretty much they follow. Like in his video here, he follows Eric Lamela for the most part, and asks him to wish Son a happy birthday and all that kind of good stuff. So
yeah.
But yeah.
That's really good. I'm glad that they got such a good reception, but obviously Sonny, they're there for Sonny as much as they are for Spurs, aren't they? Because their infatuation with Sonny is like 100%, isn't it? He's like a South Korean god. Yeah. He's a god to us as well, isn't it, Will? Because we love him. I love the way you bring up all the stats as well to prove that Sonny is better than most people think, because they don't always give him credit.
Yeah. I mean, it's so for me, like, statistics are it's supposed to be the evidence for your opinions, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't need the statistics to form an opinion. The statistics are just there to back up what I believe I see on the pitch, right? So I think if your feelings and the statistics match up, you're probably close. If they don't match up, then you need to either rewatch or rethink your position, or try to discover in the statistics why the statistics say that they aren't what they are. But so this is one of the new shirts there that people can get, along with, if you watched the Henry Wright show earlier as well, too, the Son Heung-min one. I had the sweatshirt on earlier too for people that want to do that. So you can go to THFCRants.com and pick up none of the merch that you see here, but other merch like that. This branded stuff, so the channel stuff is all going to be there, and
that's very nice.
All the time. And
then
you
have the matching hat.
I don't know if I have a hat on that. I could probably make one. I need to see if they have hats available. I could do that, and then as well as right now we have a Sun shirt that'll only be there until the beginning of August. So. After August, we'll be doing that. I'm also probably going to get a shirt. I think my next shirt is going to be what it says, like, stats don't care about your feelings. Something like that. It'd be funny.
That's a good one. That'll wind a few people up who don't like stats.
And then different player ones every now and again. And stuff like that. So right now we got Sun up there. We got a shirt that's kind of... I like it. It's pretty cool. It's just that right now, even with the air conditioning, especially in this room, when I stream, after about an hour, it starts to get really hot. Like,
you got really no window, have you?
I've got a window, but I mean, even the air conditioning and the fan is on.
Okay.
I may need to turn the fan up, and I don't necessarily know which direction it's blowing, whether it's sucking up into the ceiling or pushing down. But either way, I have to double check the direction on the fan. But there's a big window right here. I mean, this whole wall is a window.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
you're right. You've got all your scarves there, haven't you?
Yeah. So that's how I kind of hung them up. It's on the top of the window, on the top of the windowsill. There, we've got all that stuff. But
do you have a scarf with THFC Rants on as well?
Huh?
Nice. The scarf.
Yeah, I got a bunch of
THFC.
Yeah, I got 1, 2.
I can see Spurs
3,
scarves.
4, 5. Oh, THFC rant scarf. I don't have a
Yeah.
THFC rant scarf. I'd have to get one made.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, you get one made.
Imagine that. I'd wear that to a match and promote your channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom is going to be in London on August 10th, just for one day. She's not going to be there for a long time. But they got a stadium tour set up and stuff like that. So,
Is your mum a big Spurs fan as well?
yeah. So my stepdad's born in Tottenham. Been a Tottenham fan all his life. And then
That's interesting.
yeah, and then my mom.
Do you know what road? Do you know what road he lived on?
I don't. Shortly after that, he moved to Kent, Maidstone in Kent.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But
quite a way.
he's from Tottenham, and
Because I was born in Tottenham as well, in Beaconsfield Road.
He said
Yeah.
a hop, skip, and a jump from it. So
I know.
from the Tottenham Hotspur
Yeah.
Stadium. So
Because if he went to
Is there a
Tottenham, he
hospital
must
right
have gone to a Tottenham school as well. If he stayed there that long before he moved to Maidstone, he might have gone. Find
Mom would know
out
better
if
than
he
me.
went to a school in Tottenham as well.
well, there
if
she
you
is. Right?
can.
Mom, did he go to school in Tottenham or did he move there before? So
Aha.
that's my mom.
That's Mama Coates.
It's Mama Coates.
You get on with your mum, don't you, Will? You can tell.
He was only there as a baby, she says. So he moved.
Ah,
from-
okay. Yeah,
Right,
that's so he wouldn't have gone to school. If he moved to Maidstone, Kent, it's not that bad. It's quite a nice area compared to Tottenham. It is anyway.
Yeah, I heard it's a little more rural.
Yeah, it's not the prettiest of places in terms of, but the houses are nice because they're old Victorian houses. I don't know if you know about the old houses in England. They're really high ceilings, lovely coves. They're nice. I think the area gets a bit of a rap, a lot of the time. But some parts of Tottenham are nice, especially where the ground is, because that's where our football club is. Yeah.
Apparently
grew
they're building a
up
bunch
there.
of flats over that way anyway, so it'll be
Yeah, they are.
a lot of
Oh,
expensive
God, it'll
apartments.
be premium flats there. I believe he's got anything to do with it.
That's right, premium flats. Hopefully they'll have central air conditioning. I don't know how you guys survive.
Yeah.
I mean, because like for me right now, like
Oh,
people were talking about it being 27 degrees over there today.
it hit 31 at the highest, and it was very muggy, and it was so uncomfortable. And I went on 2 streams today, so it was so hot. And I don't even want to watch the second one back because I looked like I was so hot. It was unbelievable. And I had all the windows open. I'm at my daughter's flat in Chelmsford at the moment because she got proposed to in Barcelona.
That's cool.
Bob, yeah, it was really nice. So she's
Congratulations.
back. Yeah, I'm so happy for her. And she's got a lovely ring. Yeah, so I'm looking after her flat at the moment. So I don't even live in Tottenham. I live in Enfield, which
Yeah.
is not
Up
that far
north.
from Tottenham. Yeah.
It's where the training
you ever
ground
been-
is. Yeah.
You must have been to the Spurs ground, I'd imagine.
I haven't. Never been.
You haven't been?
I've never even been to
Wow.
England.
You've never been to England, Will.
Never been to England.
You have to come.
Oh, I plan on coming around October.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You coming to a match and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go for like, I think it's 10 days, and in that time I'll hit 2 weekend games, the 2 home games, middle of October, and then whatever.
Nice.
If it's October,
God,
it'll
that-
probably be either some cup games or some Champions League games or something during that time. So
Yeah.
I've tried to leave
know what?
to arrive on a Thursday and leave on a Thursday. I guess it'll be 2 weeks then, because I don't need, we don't play on Thursdays. So, like
No.
Arsenal. So it shouldn't be a problem. But so here it's been raining. We've been having a lot of thunderstorms for about a week. So the temperature's actually cooled down a lot to about 31 degrees. So
yeah,
like it's 24 degrees right now, and it's 10:30 p.m. So
yeah. Well, we got a whole week ahead of hot weather, and I'm sure after the hot weather stops, that we're going to have the thunderstorms as well, because that's what happens in England as well. You always get massive thunderstorms with hailstones as well. It always happens every time. But we've had really good summer so far.
That's like 31 for us right now is really cool. So
oh my god.
Yeah, 31 is mild. When it gets up to like 35 to 37 to 38 degrees, that's when we consider it hot.
That's Cypriot weather. That's my mum and dad are from Cyprus. It's like 38 to 42 degrees usually there. Yeah. It's unbearable. I can't go in July or August to Cyprus. I always go late September, early October, because I can't stand the heat. And I suffer from hay fever.
But it's nice because like even in the wintertime though, I think like the coldest it got last winter here, other than like a 1 day kind of freaky glitch, but just like on normal, was probably about, let's say 9 degrees.
9 degrees?
Yeah,
wow.
Like the high, that'll be the high, 9 or 10. That's the coldest it gets. It's like mid-January.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Are you in Minnesota?
No. If I was up in Minnesota, you're talking negatives. I'm in
Whereabouts are you again?
I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, you're in. Oh, what a lovely city.
Yeah, end of January. You're talking like there's sometimes when it gets up as 15, 16 degrees mid-January.
Yeah.
So.
Because I've only been to Florida and Las Vegas so far.
Like the average temperature in February was about 14 degrees. So
Atlanta's a beautiful city, isn't it? It's beautiful there. Every time I see Atlanta, you got a lot of singers from Atlanta as well. They started they were born in Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
What's the population in Atlanta?
The metropolitan area. So Atlanta, the city, and then all of its suburbs. It's like 6 million, 7 million.
That's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah, the city is like just a million. But that's the way the U.S. is. Nobody really lives in downtowns very much, other than like New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all like Enfield is not. Is kind of like a borough or whatever. We say like a suburb of. So the core city, it's usually very kind of small, and then all the little cities that surround it in this metropolitan area. It's about 6 million total pop. So
you've had the Summer Olympics there, haven't you?
Yep, Summer Olympics. World Cup in 2026 will be here as well.
Wow. That's going to be an exciting thing.
Hopefully I'm still living here in 2026. I move around so much.
Do you? I know. Yeah. What is your favourite place you've ever lived?
Favorite place that I've ever lived? I mean, it's got to be Korea. It was probably So when I was in my early 20s, before I was married, I lived in a town. I was stationed in the military in a town called Pyeongtaek.
Okay.
And it's in South Korea, and I really like that town. It's a small town, 300,000. In Korea, they call that like countryside, just a tiny small town.
Yeah.
But the difference in Korea is like even when you go to the countryside. The people all live next to each other. It's not like a house and then, 2 miles and another house and then 2 miles, and it's not like that. Everybody lives in one spot, and then it's just farmland all around that. You might have occasionally somebody who lives out in a mountain by themselves, but it's not. It's very, very, very rare. They're
the hermits.
They live in small villages. But it was a cool place. So even when I go back to
food
Korea,
is great.
They have different things there because there's a military base, so they kind of have a little bit of Korean fusion type stuff. They have a special dish in Pyeongtaek called spicy chicken bulgogi, and a lot of Korean places. Yes, a lot of Koreans don't even know what chicken bulgogi is. They'll be like kaibi, and I'm like, no, it's bulgogi. It's chicken bulgogi. It's a completely different thing, and they only really sell it in Pyeongtaek. It's really good. If you haven't had it, you should go sometime.
What is it like, that chicken bulgogi? Describe it to me. In terms of taste.
So it's kind of like I guess you could say it's like chicken breast. Or just even different, maybe chicken breast, chicken thighs, chicken wings, but it's all deboned. There's no bones. And it's in smaller chunks. And then it's mixed with a spicy sauce, like a gochujang sauce. Like a spicy sweet. It's hard to like. It's sweet but spicy at the same time. And it's really good. We got Lisa's in the house here. Well, a long time to see Lisa.
Yay.
Gogamo the Empress, Ellie Queen. Saying hello to all Spurs ladies. Hi to you too, Will. Well, thank you. Love your streams, but can rarely watch live. We are glad that you're here today. And
maybe Tiago will be joining us soon.
Yeah, we got.
He normally joins about this time.
And Mixed Coffee asks, "Can you guys imagine Richarlison already the second time in Korea after June? He was at a theme park and clubs with Neymar and the Brazilian squad. Yeah, I'm sure they went to it probably wasn't Lotte World because that's too small. Maybe Everland.
Okay. Yeah, because the Brazilian team.
It's a marinated spicy chicken stir fry. Yeah, it's a little bit different than like. I guess you could say it'd be like cheuk.
Yes, Aaron's here.
What's up, Aaron?
Yeah.
It's like a cheuk, but without the with chicken instead of pork. It's really good, but it's really just a.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah, it's something they've kind of made for the GIs, so you get a lot of that. Like Miss Kim's hamburgers down there in Pyeongtaek. If you've never had a Miss Kim's hamburger down in Pyeongtaek.
Wow. What meat do they use for their hamburgers?
Beef. Yeah, same.
Beef mainly? Yeah. Because they do a lot of pork burgers as well.
Let's ask Gogama. Gogama, chicken bulgogi 먹어봤어요? I bet she hasn't.
What's bulgogi again? It's complete. I know it, and it's completely gone out of my mind at the moment.
So bulgogi is like a shredded beef stir fry. It's a very thinly cut, kind of, marinated.
Is it served on? It's on rice, is it? Is it served on rice in a rice bowl? No, it's not like
you can get like a bulgogi topap where it's on top of rice, but you can just have bulgogi by itself.
Yeah,
I make good Korean fried chicken. The thing is, you deep fry it twice and use potato starch as a dredge. And when you deep fry it twice, the first time at a lower temperature, the second time at a higher temperature, get this amazing crispiness on it, and then use your gochujang and some sugar, some mirin, maybe in your sauce, sesame oil, stuff like that. And my God, it is delicious.
Lovely.
It is so. Gochujang is a fermented chili paste, and I know it might sound a bit odd, but it's the best ingredient you could have in your fridge. Trust me on that. It's just amazing. It makes every better.
We got David here. He says, "닭 bulgogi 들어봤는데 못 먹어봤어요." And it's actually, they don't call it 닭 bulgogi. They just call it chicken bulgogi. It's actually called chicken bulgogi.
Chicken.
Yeah.
I told you about my burger in McDonald's experience, I think, before, Will. I was in Bundang near Incheon, kind of halfway, I think, between Incheon and Seoul. And Ellie, I'd been eating fish every day for my first week in Korea, and I thought I need a McDonald's. So I went to McDonald's and at the train station in Bundang, and I pointed at the picture up on the wall, which I thought was quarter pounders with cheese. And I said two of them, you know, 2 fingers, and two. Went back to my hotel, really looking forward to my 2 quarter pounders of cheese. They were squid burgers.
But we've got another guest in the back. We can bring him in as well. Chelsea fan, but all around general football fan, Nippon Sharma.
How you doing?
Go.
Good, mate.
Hey,
How you doing?
Nippon.
Yeah, it's very early.
It is.
Yeah. But I've got the whole setup, the ring light and all.
That's
you go.
good. You're looking cool.
Looks like you're trying to stay cool.
Yeah, because it's so hot. I've got all the windows open. It's flipping hot.
Apologies for the air conditioning unit.
Can't hear it.
Oh, I can't hear
Well,
it.
I can't anyway.
Yeah,
And I-
but yeah, it is on if anyone can hear it.
No, can't hear it.
Can't hear it. No.
And I'm apologising for not turning on my camera because I 2 days ago shaved off my Brian Hill haircut, and I now got a Vinnie Jones haircut, proper grade 1. So yeah, I went from one extreme to the other there.
We got Gene Han here, and he asks, "Are we done with transfers?" God, I hope not. If we are, it will not have been a good window, in my opinion.
I was about to go to sleep, but then
you thought you'd check out Will.
Yeah. I always check out if there's a stream, if there's an open stream on. And
Yeah.
Well, this one,
You've got to get your football fix.
anytime you see like a post-match show, pub talk, and like the Friday night Tottenham shows, those are always open. I used to do closed shows during the week, but I haven't done those in almost a year now. I need to get back to doing it, to be honest with you. All the new guys are like starting to pass me up, man. No, but I really don't care about that stuff. But
Well, Nippon, I've got something interesting to tell you as well. So my daughter got proposed to, and her boyfriend, Sam, he's a big Chelsea fan.
wow.
Yeah, I know. So we've got a Chelsea fan in the mix.
So who does he hate more? You guys or Arsenal? Sorry, Woolwich.
Because I'm going to be his future mother-in-law. I think he's being diplomatic. But I don't think he has a soft spot for Spurs. Just put it that way.
Fair enough.
I got to say, Nippon, for me, and I've also got a Chelsea fan in the family. My nephew went rogue after 3 generations of Tottenham fans in the family, going back to 1948. My nephew is a rogue. He's gone Chelsea, mate. He's 15 now. But we tried, all the cousins, the uncles, we all tried.
All I'm going to say is all these Woolwich fans, I refuse to say the actual name on the stream. Look, all these Woolwich fans are gassing up Gabriel Jesus as the next R9 after a friendly performance against a second-rate German team. Honestly.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly.
And they were losing, weren't they? They were losing 2-0, but they ended up winning 5-3, I think.
They were losing. Let's have it right.
Yes.
They were losing. And
so this is, I just want also to bring this up because he brought the comment up here, but share screen. We'll bring Dan in. Let's bring Dan in. But we've got
hello, Dan.
So this is Doc Kyvie, and this is Alistair Gold. For people that don't know, this is Sungmo Gijanim, so reporter. He's a reporter. He lives in London. Korean guy. He does the Korean reporting for Korean newspapers. And this is Doc Kyvie. So you can see here, this is just like thick chicken cuts mixed with cabbage, most likely looks like sweet potato, some greens, and this is good, but what's even better is if you put some cheese on it, some mozzarella cheese on there, melted on top of that.
Yeah.
So
You know, I've never mixed cheese with Korean food. I know it's a thing.
Great, man.
I've never mixed cheese with noodles or with tteokgalbi or anything like that. I always keep it separate. I must try it. I love cheese, but I don't know. I never put cheese near Asian food.
Yeah, tteokgalbi is good. And so I told him, I said, you should have asked him to put some cheese on it. Even more brilliant. And then I said to the reporter,
have you ever had paneer?
cheese and tteokgalbi 해줘요 다음에.
Yeah,
Huh?
paneer, yeah. It's nice. Paneer curry I've had. It's very, very nice.
Mum cooks the best paneer curry.
Yeah. Oh my God. I had it for the first time when my very good friend Guru Mia, when I used to work in Whitechapel, and he took me to his uncle's restaurant and had a paneer curry. It's delicious.
You lot are making me hungry.
Yeah, me too. That's why I came on. I love food.
Yeah.
So whenever there's a food chat going on, I have to come in.
There's a place in Hongdae that does really good cheese tteokgalbi.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
See, it's not a cheddar cheese though, I presume. Not an English
No,
cheddar.
it's like a mozzarella cheese.
Oh, that sounds good.
They've got some places in Gangnam too that do it. Like here, this is what do they call that place?
Hey, Dan.
Gosu tteokgalbi.
Hey.
That's good. Have I lost you guys, or what? All of a sudden, the sound just went quiet for a sec.
No, I'm still.
No,
Oh.
yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, no, sorry, I was
all of
reading
a
the
sudden, it
comments.
just went dead silent. I was like,
I was. The
okay, Ellie
cheese seems
dropped
to
down.
be causing a bit of division there, Will, by the way. And I'm on the side of no cheese.
There's two of you. Ellie, there's two of you.
what's a cheese? What's a no cheese? Who says no cheese?
Look, there's people in the comment. Cook you. Or I'm not gonna. Can I say his name the right way around?
Come on, cheese of tteokgalbi is the bomb.
I'm gonna have to try it. I can't criticize. I just always when I was kind of learning cooking in Korea and Japan and Thailand, I just never saw cheese as something that I would mix with any of the food that I was making or learning to cook. But I know in fairness now in Japan has got some excellent dairy now coming from Hokkaido. But I don't know. It just seems very Irish to me. Cheese in Ireland is fantastic, and in Italy and around Europe. And I just never kind of put it with Asian food. Sorry, I'll have to get over that and give it a go before I criticize it.
Well, paneer is an Indian cheese, and I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I know paneer. Yeah. Is that the little round kind of balls? It often comes in a little kind of a. Or is that something else? That's the sweet dessert I think I might be thinking of in the Indian one. I know paneer. I've definitely had it before, but it's probably 15 years ago, so I'll have to give that one another go.
Hello? Which one is Ellie?
Yeah, which one?
I'm Ellie.
Because
Yeah,
so
but this
cheap.
is cheese. This is cheese tteokgalbi. So if you notice, they put the mozzarella cheese in the middle, and then you basically so the cheese melts, and you kind of grab the stuff and you dip it in there. This is the one. This is the kind that they do in like Gangnam. I can't find a picture of the one from Hongdae.
tteokgalbi, is that the thing in the kind of like it's almost like a hot pot and it's cooking on your table? Not the barbecue, obviously, but and sometimes you get potatoes and stuff like that in it, and knuckles of meat on the bone.
Yeah, the whole cheese thing is fairly new. It's not. It's something that kind of got, you could say, started getting popular around, I want to say like 2014. So maybe only in the last eight to 10 years, probably. But mozzarella cheese works as spicy food. It is. It's really good.
Well, it does. I use it when often if I'm making Italian food. If I'm making a spicy tuna pasta, I like to grill a little bit of mozzarella on top. But I don't know. I've never mixed cheese with Asian food when I'm cooking. So I'm not going to knock it till I try it. So don't worry, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, maybe it's because I've been a part of Korean culture for so long. I don't really think of Korean food is Asian food for some reason.
What?
Yeah. It's just
Korea
food.
is in Asia, mate.
I know that. I know that. I'm just saying, like, I eat it every day. I've eaten Korean food every day for the last 20 years. For the most part.
I eat kimchi every day, mate. And I eat a shitload of Korean food, loads of it, because my brother's wife, the first time I had Korean food was what's the name of Korean sushi again?
Kimbap.
Kimbap. Yeah. So
hey, if there's a lot of British people that want to learn about Korean food and Korean culture and stuff like that, there's a really good YouTube channel out there that's fun. Yeongguk Namja, English Korean. And so it's this British guy. He's English, and he used, I guess he's married to a Korean lady. He used to live in. I think he's a Tottenham fan because he does content, but it's only usually Tottenham content. Sometimes it's not often. But like, you remember those videos where the Spurs player were eating Korean barbecue? That was on his channel. That was the young.
I know him and his brother used to live in Korea. Yeah. I know the guy. I love that channel.
Well, it's not his brother; it's his friend. Ollie is his friend.
Oh, it's his friend. I thought they were brothers. Okay.
Yeah.
Really informative channel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Kyofu. Kimbap is not sushi. That's what I said. I meant it's like a Nordi roll, and that it's rolled in seaweed, and obviously.
Well, there's no raw fish in a kimbap, right? So that's why it's not sushi.
Yeah. Well,
and rolls technically aren't sushi. No roll is technically sushi. So sushi is only raw fish on a fermented rice.
No, I swear raw fish is.
No, you're wrong on that one, Will. Sushi actually refers to the rice, not what's on top of it.
That's what I was gonna try and
get.
Right,
that's what I mean. So
yeah.
So it could be a raw fish, it could be crab, it could be whatever, but it's on top of the rice. So a roll isn't sushi; it's something else, right? Yeah, sushi is the rice, bento's the fish.
But bento is also a lunchbox. Bento. It's a lunchbox in Japan.
Yeah, so and then they have in Korea they don't do sushi. They have a chopap, but it's kind of just like it's Japanese style. It's basically just the same as Japanese sushi, but they have
well done, look, man.
But in Korea they do hue, which is just the raw fish. It'll be on like it looks like styrofoam, but it's not styrofoam. But it's like this. I want to say it's like a fried rice noodle, but you don't eat the noodles. But the raw fish literally just sits on top of that. Like, you get a huge plate of raw fish. Let's see if I can find a picture of it. But hue is good. I like a good hue.
Where did Ellie go, by the way?
She dropped out. I'm sure she'll be back. She's probably trying
her
to get
internet always struggles, man.
Her internet sorted out.
I'm just gonna say the Irish guy because I can't remember your name.
Have I lost sound? Am I here?
No, you're here.
What's your name? I forgot.
My name, Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find this.
Oh.
Sorry, Nippon, I couldn't hear you there. I think it dropped out a little bit.
No. I just said I forgot your name. That's all.
Oh, no problem. Don't worry. Sure, geez, my own girlfriend would even forget my name half the time.
Well, that's not good.
No, I'm joking. I've got multiple names, by the way. Alan, Aaron, Al, whatever. It doesn't matter. I respond to anything. I'm also lately being called Dog. Aaron Dog, thanks to Bob Spur.
I want to try to find where.
Where? I don't know that.
Looks like they're calling like regular sushi nori or something like that.
Nori is a type of seaweed. There's
no seaweed in these pictures, so I don't know why. Oh, maybe that's the name of the restaurant. Is nori.
Well,
Yeah.
In the part of where you live, is there a restaurant called Sushi Saki?
Huh?
Sushi Saki?
Sushi sake.
Sushi sake. That's like sake is a liquor.
Sake.
That's the name of the restaurant. You've never heard of that franchise?
No, I haven't heard of that particular franchise.
Oh,
Goguma put it
that's
in
the
the-
best. Like, that's the best Asian food over here in America. It's insane. The fried rice is. Oh,
You guys have great food in America. You've got such diversity in your food, and I mean in Ireland it's awful. I got to be honest. I can't go to a Thai or a Japanese or Korean restaurant. I have to make it myself just to try and make it somewhat authentic. You're so lucky in America.
I made.
So that's what Hui looks like. So you can see it's like these little straw noodles, and then you just have different selections of raw fish, and then you can see that red sauce right there. That's the gochujang, and that's
Beautiful.
the best part about Hui. So this one here is like it's not really. I mean, technically it is a soy sauce, but it's not like a Japanese soy sauce. It's a more of a Korean style soy sauce, and then you have which is it's not even soy sauce. I'd have to go. I have a bottle of it in the fridge, but I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head right now. But you have wasabi. It's not even really real wasabi. It's more like horseradish paste. But this gochujang that they use with Hui.
That'd be sangjang, Will, I think, not gochujang.
No, it's
It'd
not.
be a mixture
It's
of.
got no. It's
Well,
it's
straight up
wasabi
gochujang.
Wasabi is the really spicy thing, right?
It's like mustard. It's like English mustard.
Is
That
it
burns your
real
nose.
wasabi like extremely spicy?
Yeah, it's horseradish. It's not spicy. It's like it doesn't burn your tongue. It inflames your sinuses.
Yeah, but I one time I ate it thinking it was guacamole, and I.
Oh my
Surprise.
god!
Did
must
you
have
ever
hurt.
see my? I have a TikTok video on my personal TikTok channel where I did because we eat there's a lot of different dishes where they take. It's not really soy sauce. 안녕하세요. 25님. 산낙지 먹어봤죠? 한국 챌린지로 많이 먹더라고. 산낙지는 그렇게 어렵지 않은데. But they have all kinds of fun stuff. But Hui is really good. It's just raw fish. It's just a plate of raw fish. There's no rice. Like you don't eat the noodles that it's sitting on. It's just kind of like a garnish for looks. And it's what Hui looks like for people that want to know what that is. So
Same as or similar to sashimi in Japan.
yeah, similar to sashimi.
Yeah, I love sashimi.
But
I'm a tuna fanatic. Unfortunately, I know they're kind of a species that are in danger, but I can't not eat tuna. Maguro, toro in Japanese. Sashimi.
we are talking preseason right now. Where is the club? In Korea. So we're trying to educate, teach people about Korean culture, Korean food. So that over the next week, so like for
get on,
example,
man.
when people say that they, know, the airport's in Seoul and it's not, you guys can correct them.
I don't
So I
think
don't have
Conte's
to.
gonna let any
Welcome
of the
back.
players.
Welcome back. Just went to splash
Hey,
my
Ellie.
face a bit because I was so hot. I needed to splash my face with cold water. Oh, so hot.
Where do you live? You need to come to Duluth. Here, the Korean food is good. I normally wouldn't say that. 'Cause
Duluth,
I'm
that was
fairly
the-
picky about Korean food. Korean food in New York and LA. I've been to both Koreatowns and it's blah. But here in Duluth, it's good.
Duluth.
But that's-
Is that? Is this? I've never heard of that place.
It's
Duluth, that's
it's a
not the
suburb
same
of
Duluth
Atlanta.
Is
in-
it
okay, so it's not the
okay.
same Duluth as in Fargo
Isn't it
in North.
Huh?
Is Duluth near Stone Mountain?
Stone Mountain? I don't know where Stone Mountain is, but
It's in Georgia.
probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I can Google it. Stone
We're getting
There's
a
a
geography
Duluth
lesson here.
There's
My
Duluth
wife
in-
goes hiking all the time, but so Stone Mountain Park is where? Yeah, it's near Atlanta. Yeah, it's north of here.
So she likes hiking, Will,
Yeah.
your wife. That's good. She's probably a very fit lady then, because all the hikers I know, they're flipping super fit.
Yeah, Stone Mountain, Georgia. It is how far from here?
Somewhere near Appalachia, I'd imagine.
Yeah, so I'm trying to find it.
Relatively close to the Appalachian Mountain Range, which, although when you look at it, that goes from New Hampshire all the way down to I don't know where, Kentucky or somewhere.
Oh, so it's south of here. So it's maybe 30 minutes from my house, due south.
That's not too bad.
So it's not the Duluth and Fargo then, for anyone who's watched Fargo.
Duluth, Georgia.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Stone Mountain is just one big giant rock.
Yeah.
It literally looks like a stone, but it's just a big giant rock. It's kind of weird, to be honest with you. I'll share a picture with this so people who don't know what we're talking about can see.
That's good.
But yeah, that's Stone Mountain.
I don't think that's just a rock.
Oh yeah.
And that looks as if it has some face sculptures.
Oh, it's like Uluru in Australia almost, but a different color.
Yeah.
So that's it right there.
Very nice.
That doesn't look like a rock, Will.
What?
Oh, I'd love to mountain bike down
That
that.
doesn't look like a rock.
My days.
It looks like a rock. I mean, it's flat. Like normally mountains have other mountains around them. Normally mountains are in a mountain range.
Yeah.
So for example, I lived in Lynchburg, Virginia, which is in Seven Hills, which is like right off the Appalachian Mountains. Like literally looking to the left, you can see the Appalachian Mountains. And there's hills all over. There's mountains and mountains and mountains and mountains. This particular area, because where I live right here in Duluth, it's not hilly at all. It's flat. So like if you look at the picture, this is on a lake, and everything around it's flat, except for that one big giant kablop of a rock. James says it's stone carvings of generals from the U.S. Civil War that they've erased, I guess.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, Duluth, Johns Creek, Swanee, all of those areas around where I'm at has really good Korean food. In fact, some of the things I've eaten are actually better. Like the gopjang, pul gopjang that they have here in Duluth is better than a lot of the gopjang I've had in South Korea itself.
That's Duluth. It's an interesting name. Where does that derive from? Duluth.
Couldn't tell you, man.
That don't
Duluth.
sound very American.
Most names in America aren't American.
No.
The Duluth, where Fargo was filmed, I think, was a Dutch colony, and that's why they've got kind of slightly different accents to, well, obviously America's got lots of different accents, but they've got a slightly European type American accent in Duluth.
So you see
is
here,
it North Carolina or North Dakota? I can't remember. I always mix up my Norths and my Souths when it comes to Dakota and Carolina.
Well, Carolina's
It
North
snows up
Carolina,
there.
South Carolina is over by North Dakota's up
Carolina
north.
Well, then it's Dakota. It's Dakota. Then I'm thinking of
There's another Duluth in Minnesota.
Right.
Is that beside Dakota?
Okay.
Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota is next to North Dakota. Yeah.
Right. So the Fargo TV series was filmed between those three counties or states or whatever they were. Yeah.
Yeah. Around here, they film like The Walking Dead and like all those TV shows are filmed around where I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah. They so like Johns Creek, Swanee, Duluth. This is kind of like the Korean area of Atlanta. There's probably more signs in Korean over here. Norcross. We get more towards Norcross. It's a little more Indian, Vietnamese, Chinese.
Yeah.
So like
Vietnamese
this whole,
food's good.
yeah, some
You
Thai
meant-
places. But
you
this area
mentioned-
here, Johns Creek, Duluth, Swanee, are all pretty much Korean stuff.
Yeah. You
So
mentioned
Atlanta,
the
Georgia.
Walking Dead there. Go on, Aaron.
No, after you, Ali. After you.
I was just going to say, you mentioned The Walking Dead. My daughters loved that show. And they said, Mum, you got to watch it. And I started watching it. It's crazy. That show. It's a good show, but it's very what's the word I'm looking for? It's very monstrous. A lot of people get killed in it.
Yeah, a lot of
I've
different
yet to
monsters.
watch
Good
it.
show.
By zombies.
I've never watched it. But sorry, Atlanta, Georgia, is that where the Olympics were held? Because if
Yes.
yeah,
Where
my
the World
parents
Cup
were at that
will be.
Olympics. My
And the
parents were
World
at that Olympics, and they were completely embarrassed because the Irish girl Michelle Smith won 3 gold medals, I think it was, and everyone knew she was cheating, and it was never proven that she was cheating. But it was my parents were at the swimming races during that, and they were completely embarrassed because they even knew that there was something iffy going on. So yeah, it's the only way the Irish get a gold medal is if we resort to.
It's like this is. So Atlanta is basically right at the end of the Appalachian Mountains. So the Appalachian Mountains basically end just north of Atlanta.
Right.
So this is the Appalachian Mountains here. This whole big mountain chain runs all the way up into Pennsylvania,
Massive.
New York.
Oh, it's huge. It's. I think it starts
This
in
is a small
New
one.
Hampshire, does it, or something? It's. I mean, it goes right up the East Coast,
all the way
almost.
up to Maine, basically.
Up to Maine,
all the way down this way. But the highest peaks are actually here. So here's where I lived in Lynchburg. You can see the mount. It's right on the backside of the mountains.
Oh, that sounds a bit creepy. I'm not gonna lie.
It's. I'd always got. Yeah, I had to bite my
It's
lip
named
when
after
Bill
a
said he
person.
lived in
Get
Lynchburg.
lynched.
It's a
Yeah.
different kind of lynch. It's a little Y. And
A
it's
bird means mountain, by the way, in German. So Lynch Mountain.
Oh,
but-
that just sounds so creepy. Like getting lynched.
And it's actually because Lynchburg's actually sits on the James River. So you see here, like, so this river that comes out of the mountains. So this used to be there's waterfalls here in Coleman Falls and all that stuff. So this was the first town where like shipments of like tobacco in the old days would get shipped down the James River and then shipped over to England, right? So through Richmond to Jamestown, Newport News, and it goes out to the ocean. So that river attaches to the James River. So all of this area here, this whole southern part of Virginia, northern part of
Tennessee.
was all this is North Carolina, was plantations. It's kind of hot and the weather's fair. It doesn't get too hot, but it doesn't get cold either in the winter. So a lot of your tobacco farms were down around in this area: Winston, Greensboro, Durham. So all of those tobaccos used to be shipped by rail to Lynchburg and then put on boats and shipped and then put out towards.
Well, Lynchburg is where JD whiskey came from.
No, that's in Tennessee. So that's Lynchburg, Tennessee. So Lynchburg, Tennessee is down here in Knoxville.
That's like Elvis country, isn't it?
It's a real small.
Memphis.
Elvis is from Mississippi. Elvis is from Mississippi.
Mississippi's a river, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big river.
And a state.
Welcome, Mari, to the channel.
That's Minnesota, I think, is it?
Here, I'm going to put myself down at the bottom so people can
Or
see.
Missouri,
people.
maybe.
America's
Missouri,
so
Nipple,
vast.
Missouri.
Yeah, it's huge, man. It's huge. So this
Massive.
is the United States.
Like you've got lakes bigger than England over there.
Yeah, well, I mean, the state of Georgia is bigger than England.
Wow.
So just this state is bigger
It's
than
that state.
England.
Texas takes up a lot of Europe.
Yeah, Texas would fit almost the entirety of
Alabama.
Yeah.
But
They talk different down in the south, don't they?
yeah,
Well, you've heard Jacob speaking, haven't you, lady?
I know. He's got such a sexy voice, that boy.
Jacob isn't really like Southern. He's more Texas. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait. I've always had this thing. Would you consider Texas to be part of the South or the Great Plains?
It's part of the South, but it's not the Southeast. So you have to understand that, like, from Mississippi over to like Louisiana, probably even a little bit, but for the most part, Mississippi, Tennessee, up to what do they call that? The Mason-Dixon? I can't remember, but So like a lot of these guys here, even in Florida too, like other than Mari, but if you ask Mari, if you actually get like Florida locals, people who were born and raised in Florida, you know, their southern accent real good.
Yeah, where the capital is, they call it Lower Alabama, and where Jacksonville is lower Georgia. Once you go past the University of Florida, Gainesville, Florida's three states. The Deep South stops at Gainesville. Then you have Central Florida, which is called Transplant USA. Some Southerners, but a lot of New Yorkers, Bostonians, Philly. And then state or the country of Miami, because Miami is totally different.
Yeah.
So we
and
have
the Keys, right? You have the Keys are a completely different type of people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so chilled out people.
But like up here in this part of Florida, you ever get the accents get real thick.
Real thick. Hey.
Right, you don't know what you're saying. Come on down here and get you some cootie cooch with the big boots.
It sounds like they're
You know
talking out their nose.
Like even down here in Georgia too, you got Atlanta. Ain't nobody here in Atlanta talking like this.
The South is nicknamed Dixie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, but like even in Georgia, there's so many different types of Southern accents. Like you get like North Carolina, people talk like this in North Carolina. Then you get down to like Savannah, and it's like real drawn out. Y'all come back now.
Like Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, he's a little bit more of a Texas.
Wilson, where's he from?
Louisiana is.
Forrest Gump. He has a very, very.
Yeah. It's Louisiana. It's
Louisiana.
Yeah, it's like.
Haven't you watched the Princess and the Frog?
Oh, they speak French there as well.
Yeah, they speak a lot of French in Louisiana.
Haven't you watched the movie called The Princess and the Frog?
The Princess and the Frog.
Yeah.
So like people in like, if you get down into deep Louisiana, and I'm talking like down by like Thibodeau, you can't even understand them. They speak. It's a different language. Not even English.
We have that in Ireland too. There's a place in Ireland called Kerry, which Adam from Tottenham Away is on.
There.
Oh, you can't. If you speak to proper Kerry people. Honestly, I need a translator, and they're speaking in English. I don't know what they're saying.
I kid you not. Whenever I go to England, I go to Manchester, I go to London. I remember the first time I went to Liverpool. They were embracing me. They were like, "Mari, you're going to Liverpool. You're gonna have to be able to understand these Scousers because they speak." I'm just like,
"What you talking about? It's all right. Something wrong with our accent. Liverpool.
I get to Liverpool,
but this,
and I was like, "Wow, okay, you guys were joking." I mean, because you weren't trying to make fun of them. They're like, no, they do speak a different type of English.
Yeah.
Wow.
They sound like broken Formula One cars in reverse or something. I mean, it's like,
but even in Texas too. It's like even in Texas too. Like when you get towards southwest Texas, there's not a whole lot of an accent. It's more like a Jacob Michael type of an accent because it's more like there's the Hispanic population is really high.
Yeah.
But when you get into like up towards Dallas, Fort Worth, Waco, out to northeastern Texas, that's where you start getting this kind of accent, right?
Yeah.
Y'all come back now.
Yeah, I'll come back to the cotton picking.
Then Oklahoma has its own accent. Arkansas has its own accent. I'm from Missouri.
What was it? There was a comedian. I think it was Michael McIntyre. He says the lower you go down in South of America, the slower the accent gets.
So that's why I was born. But both of my parents come from California, so we don't really have.
You're from Missouri?
Yeah, I'm from Missouri.
Yeah, because you're not your accent's not slow.
No.
Because if you go towards the Ozarks, it's no difference from Arkansas, like Berryville,
It's south of the Ozarks.
That's where Bill Clinton's from.
A lot of the people in the Ozarks, especially around Camden, Osage Beach, are usually more like transplants because that's more of a touristy area from like St. Louis, Kansas City. It's when you get to like real like southern Arkansas, you're talking like Cape Girardeau, Poplar Bluff. These guys down here are the ones that say quarter and water and
water and water.
No, yeah. That's how.
I was a camp counselor at the Ozarks, and a lot of the other counselors, they were from Golden, like population 12, Berryville, which was the only closest Walmart, and they had a Sonic, and so it was totally different from St. Louis. I mean, I took a Greyhound, so I passed all the Mennonite towns, and I was just like, okay, Missouri's definitely 2 or 3 states because Kansas City is different from St. Louis, but then the Ozarks area I thought was different from the other 2.
Yeah, so when you get into the Mark Twain National Forest and the Ozark Forest, these used to be like mountains.
Yeah.
So like down in Branson, you'll get a pretty good southern accent.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I just finished reading the entire works of Mark Twain, and it's all written in dialect, and it really takes you time to adjust and get into what they're saying. It's very, very difficult.
I lived in Branson for 2 working summers as a counselor for like 2 months. Branson was like the nearest city. They had Missouri Southwest, Missouri State there.
Yeah. Southwest Missouri State. Actually, that's where my brother went to college. It's in Springfield. It's just north of here.
I was there when they had, I don't know, remember this great college basketball player, female. Her name was, what's her name? She was really, really good. Cute too. She played for Southwest Missouri State, and they went far in the tournament. I forgot what was her name. She ended up working for ESPN too. Gosh.
I know you're talking about. I can't remember her name though. But
we'll have to get somebody who knows her name to.
Yeah, I was born in Hamilton, Missouri. That's where I was born.
Oh,
Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri.
It was Styles.
You and Harry Truman are from the same state.
That's true.
There you go. Will
Missouri.
walks in famous steps, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I'm from. That's where I was born. That's the ruins of Tonka. Some billionaire built a mansion overlooking the lake, and it caught on fire and burnt down.
Wow.
But it's an older one. But then I moved to Kansas City at about the age of 8.
Now, what's Kansas like, Will?
Kansas State. This is Kansas State, and Kansas City is actually in Missouri. So.
Right.
Yeah, it's on the border.
Well, so Kansas City is not in Kansas State?
Nope.
I see.
So Kansas City, that's the Windy City, isn't it? Is that what it's called?
No, that's Chicago.
Chicago,
yeah.
Emerald City. Okay. So if you remember the movie The Wizard of the Oz, it was based on Kansas City.
Yeah.
Okay.
Emerald City.
I love the New York accent. You know, the old James Cagney kind of.
That's where I live, right there in Blue Springs, Missouri.
Topeka, that's Kansas.
Yeah, the hospital I was born in was in Osage Beach, but
there's Massapequa as well in New York, isn't there?
Yeah,
because that's where Alec Baldwin is from. Massapequa.
That's where Shinnecock, not too far from Shinnecock Hills, Massapequa.
Yeah.
And then I moved to at 15. I moved to St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis area. So I lived in Washington, Missouri, but nobody lives there now. My dad lives more up by Winsville. My mom lives in downtown St. Louis. So do both one of my sisters.
St. Louis have an NFL team.
We used to have the Rams.
Yeah.
I swear they're based in LA now.
They are?
Yeah.
Honky moved them, 3 years ago?
Oh, God.
Speaking of LA, Gareth Bale's gone to LA Football Club, yeah?
Yeah.
Did any of you guys see Old Trafford?
Lisa says she lived in
LA Galaxy.
LAFC.
Yes, there is a Kansas City, Kansas, but it's not big. Like it's tiny. Kansas
Correct.
City, Kansas.
Correction,
Just like
Will.
St. Louis, Illinois. It's small.
Correction, Will. Stacy Dales Schumann. Stacy Dales.
Oh, right. That's
So
her
look,
name.
this is Kansas City, Kansas. It's tiny. It's literally just this borough. So from here to Victory Hills is all Kansas City, Kansas. But the rest of that is Overland Park. All this south part is Overland Park, Shawnee, Roseland,
Wow.
Mission. Kansas City, Kansas is actually tiny. It's like doo-doo-doo. Right. But Kansas City, Missouri is really big. It's the second largest city in Missouri.
Is there just 2 Kansas cities in America then?
There may be more. There's a lot of names that
Wow.
are duplicated in other states.
There's about
Yeah.
a million
Blue
orange
Springs.
counties.
Blue Springs is where
Yeah.
we lived. In fact, I could probably even show you what the house I lived in.
That'd be cool.
Highway 7. Where's the library?
Is this like Google you're on?
Yeah, Google Maps.
Yeah.
It's a Chinese restaurant. I don't know if the library's still there or not. I guess I could type in the address.
Good question. Any of you guys have this book or read this book?
What book is that? I can't quite
what
see it.
The biography of Tottenham Hotspur.
Ah. Not yet,
No, I have
but
not
now
read
you've
that.
shown me it, I might get that.
Yeah, I haven't read it.
I've read Steve Perriman's The Spur Forever.
I put
That's
out
really good.
the reason I got this book is because I put out a tweet a few months ago. I was like, it was some stupid tweet I think about Lucas Moura's goal or something, and people was like, you need to know more about Tottenham's history. You need to know more about Tottenham's history. And somebody in the reply just said, buy this book, and I was like,
Did
alright.
you?
Yeah.
It's actually been a really decent. It's actually been a really good read right now.
Did
Yeah.
you see the embarrassment Woolwich fans were causing today after the Wimbledon final?
Oh, who won the
Uh,
final?
what-
Who won the final?
What sport is that? What sport is that?
Djokovic.
What sport is
Djokovic,
that?
okay.
Tennis. Wimbledon.
Tennis.
Tennis.
Wimbledon.
No, it is. Literally, I only watch football.
Did the Aussie fella behave himself?
He lost.
Did he behave though?
Not sure.
He's actually Aussie Greek, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. I love him. I love him because of his, anti-establishment kind of
Yeah.
thing. Although the recent rumors, I don't love them. If they're
That's my old house
supposedly
right
true.
there.
Yeah, he was a bit naughty, but the other Greek
He was-
guy was
he-
even naughtier.
He got
Us Greeks were naughty.
It's my
yeah.
old house. See that
Oh, nice.
basketball
Bit of
goal? My
greenery there.
dad put that basketball goal up 35 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a strong basketball hoop.
It's my old house. That's where I used to live.
Have you ever
Wow.
wanted to play basketball, Will?
I did play basketball.
Oh, are you a former NBA?
Tip for your viewers: you can watch live Korean street CCTV by Google Maps. That's cool.
Well, speaking about watching things live from Korea, somebody on a show yesterday put in the chat that there is a Korean channel that you can sub to on a 30-day trial to watch the games from Korea. The Tottenham games, obviously, but I never asked him what the name was, but he didn't put it in the chat. Does
Yeah.
anyone know?
What are you talking
it's
about?
called?
That
I've
Spurs
forgotten.
play stuff?
You're playing it on Spurs Play.
Spurs play.
All
Yeah.
right.
That
cool.
website is not
Download
working.
it.
I've been trying to get it for such a long time. It doesn't
I
work.
got it.
You got it. Well, I don't know what it is, but I keep putting it in. It says your payment has not been accepted or something like that. They should put an option to pay it for a month because they have 45 the whole year. They should put an option to pay like monthly.
Yeah.
People would do that to watch the Korean games.
I have a
Right,
question.
guys, I'm gonna get some sleep now. Will, when are you next going to do an open stream?
Every weekend I do at least one, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, guys, I'll see you later. Need to get some
Yeah.
sleep.
And then this is my other old house that I used to live in. The one with
See you later, everyone.
Take care, Nippon.
See ya.
Look after
Bye-bye.
yourself, man.
Bye-bye, Nippon.
Bye.
Keep on eating the Indian
Later, mate.
cheese.
And this is in Washington, Missouri, which is a suburb of, well, it's not really a suburb, but it's like 30 miles outside west of St. Louis. I didn't live in American Auto Supply, but it was right next door.
I could see solar panels on that one.
Yeah, we didn't have solar panels. It's a business now, but that's the house. It was an older house. This house was like over 100 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I used to live. We didn't have the jungle in the front yard either. I don't know why the people did that. It looks kind of weird, but
I'm actually in a hotel room in Puerto Rico.
Mary, you're always somewhere.
you're always in a hotel room in Puerto Rico.
I'm in Ponce, Puerto Rico. Actually on vacation, not business. I'm actually on vacation. But before I got on my flight, I saw a blurb. Is it true? I saw a blurb saying Kyle Walker Peters, there was a buyback on his contract. Is it true? Because
I think it's a story. I think that people have put out that there's like it's.
Is it fake news?
I don't know if it's fake news, but it's like some people say that it's because Kyle Walker Peters is linked with some other clubs, and so I think the reason why it's come up is that like if Southampton sells Kyle Walker Peters, like Tottenham has, I think, first right to buy back or something like that.
Oh,
that's good.
Yeah.
Well, if it was up to Southampton, I don't think it'd sell because they're pissed with Tottenham at the moment.
It's in the contract though. That they can't not.
They can't do it.
Yeah.
Because that's what everybody told me when I kept bringing up James Ward-Prowse.
Yeah, that's because of Daniel Levy. That's why he burnt his bridges
you see
there.
the video of when he got off and he was like, and all everybody was cheering and he was like, for me, this is for me.
the thing is, because I'm thinking like, well, he's definitely he's better than anybody at the position currently that we have.
Yeah,
that's a no-brainer. Like, Kyle Walker Peters. I mean, if it's a buyback clause, that's how I was like on the plane flight. I was like, is this legit? I'm like, why are we going after these other guys and not Kyle Walker Peters? You know, he's proven in the Premier League. He's had the games I've saw him play. He's really effective for Southampton. But
Bush
you know
Stadium
what? I was
is
sad when he
place.
left.
So we'd rather have him
so was I. I take him ahead of Jed Spence purely because, as Murray says, he's Premier League proven. The only issue there is he is kind of injury prone. But he's grown up
tiny.
in Tottenham, so yeah.
He's a tiny footballer, but he's a good footballer. He's got good skills.
Big up, mate. How you doing? But this is Bush Stadium. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Bush Stadium, but it's baseball.
Baseball stadiums are weird.
Okay, yeah.
It's one of the best baseball stadiums in the United States, I think.
The weirdest thing I ever saw regarding baseball stadium was the New York football team were playing originally. When
there was a patch of dirt. There was a patch of dirt.
NCYFC still does.
Last week there was a game I was watching, New York City, there was some controversial decisions with the penalty, but there was this huge patch of dirt on the middle of the pit. I was so confused. They were like wetting it mid-game.
Yeah,
it just kind of hurts the brain because of.
They basically have to play. It's like if you see the section of the infield, right? You got. So they play. The only way they can get the full size pitch in is to play this way, right? So they have to play down the middle, or they have to play long ways across the back like that, and so you have that dirt section of the pitch. But I think in New York, I think it's artificial, so it's just brown colored artificial grass. It's not actual dirt.
Oh,
but I'm not 100% sure. No, Wrigley Field is not better, James. I'm sorry, bro. It's not.
Martin Stadium is better.
I'm not gonna lie, Wrigley Field is beautiful. I went to a game with my brother and sister a couple years ago. We had a siblings trip, and I was like, all right, we gotta go to Wrigley. Wrigley's nice.
So it's a cool part about St. Louis Stadium is they have this big, they've got 3 different tiers. I mean, it holds a ton of people, but they also have this big standing section back here. You all right? Someone's breathing pretty heavy. But all this back here is like all standing, so like you can actually walk in the 7th inning stretch. They actually open that back gate section, and you can just walk in and watch the rest of the game for free.
What are those buildings there that we're looking at now? Just above the smaller section of the crowd.
Oh, those are just like restaurants inside the stadium. So it's like kind of like, I guess you could say club level. So this is the
crazy.
Cardinal Madison. It's like a hotel that's attached to the side of the stadium. And so they have like seats that are hanging out from the balcony. And then you have the Bush House, the Brew House. It's like a restaurant that's attached. It's all built into the stadium. So they actually they rebuilt the stadium.
Yeah. It's lovely.
Not too long
Speaking
ago.
Like
of
a
stadiums,
cottage, Craven Cottage.
Have you guys seen what happened with the Boca Junior Stadium?
No.
Literally, there's a video recording the ground. It's cracking, and it's been cracking for a long time. It's a Hillsbury disaster waiting to happen.
That's been going on for years.
God.
The stadium bounces when all the fans jump up and down. The stands actually move up and down.
Now there's cracks. Now there's literally
Wow.
cracks on the ground. On the top part of the stadium, there's cracks on the ground. It's getting bad. People, they need to sort that out. That's not gonna end up good.
That's right.
They're not gonna tear down the Bombera. It's like legendary. I mean, that's my South American team, my dad's team. That it's like a museum, the Bombera. They're not gonna tear that down unless it has to be something majorly structural for them to even touch that stadium.
But they're remodeling it right now, the Bernabeu, I think. That's what they're
There's a
trying to
part
get
of the
money.
floor. No, the Bombonera, the Boca Junior Stadium.
Oh,
There's
the
the floor.
Boca
The floor is
Juniors.
going like this. The floor is going like this.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
There's a crack on the ground. One side is going like this, and the other side is going like this. It's terrifying.
You know what I just found out today? Because I'm in Ponce. They had an earthquake here a couple of years ago. They still have earthquakes every day, but they're like a 2.1 or 2.2. So they were telling me that if you feel a little dizzy, that's just the ground shaking. And I'm like, what? It's a constant tremor. Like, I kid you not. They tell you when you go further west from the city, you'll feel it, and it doesn't stop. It's 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that's the street
I'm
side. That's the street side of the stadium. So you can go in and to these different restaurants, the Brew House, and Midwest Live. And then on the stadium itself, if you zoom in here, you can see that on the back side, they're attached to the back of the stadium. And
That's crazy.
People that are in the restaurants can, I'm sure they charge prices for that too. But
I like that stadium. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a really nice stadium.
Yeah.
I had a couple of earthquakes, Marty. My first one was in New Zealand. It was, I think, 4.9, and then the biggest one I had was 5.8 in Japan. But I was sitting watching TV in Japan with my girlfriend and the kids, and next thing, a map of Japan pops up with these yellow kind of like signs all around, or yellow coloring is on the right hand side of the east coast of Japan. I said to Veda, "What's this? What's that? Why is that interrupting the TV show?" And she goes, "Oh, there's going to be an earthquake." I said, "What do you mean there's going to be an earthquake?" 10 seconds later, there's an earthquake. I said, "How the hell do they know that there's going to be one? They have all these things and all this technology that can tell you," and it just pops up on your TV, and their phones all start kind of vibrating and beeping to give you a warning. It's incredible technology, but of course, me being the tourist, or from overseas, because we don't have earthquakes in Ireland, I was like, wow, this is great, an earthquake, wow, it was, but yeah, thankfully
I
it
could
wasn't
actually
as bad.
die here.
And this is
No,
this
it
is one,
wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad one.
This is one that where the World Cup, a couple of the World Cup games are going to be, and this is Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where the Kansas City Chiefs play.
Oh, that's a nice stadium.
It's
That's
old.
lovely.
No, it's actually not that nice.
No,
It looks nice.
It's loud.
From that angle.
It's loud because there's a ton of people. I think it holds like dang near like 90,000 people. Like it's a huge stadium.
One of the loudest stadiums I think in the world. When there is
nice.
There, that place, when the people are chanting, "Oh," that place.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I'm a Chiefs fan, but
maybe we can YouTube that later.
I've been to the stadium multiple times for multiple different reasons. When you sit up in that upper bowl, it's almost like, it doesn't look like it from here, but like it almost looks like you're looking straight down. Like it's literally you getting nosebleeds. That's it in the wintertime. You can see how steep that upper section is. I mean, it's like if you fell down that thing, dude, you're falling. I mean, just look for a picture from up here how steep that is.
Wow.
I was at the Allianz Arena in Munich for Bayern Munich Man United in Champions League game a few years back. My brother is a Man U fan, so we went over. And we were at the very back seat, at the very highest row, and I get vertigo. And I'm not kidding you, for the whole game, I was just clinging onto the seats. Like, it was terrifying. I can't. And I don't think I've gone to football since because of the vertigo. I'm terrified of being up high. Nobody can predict an earthquake. Well, actually, that's incorrect because there is technology that can predict earthquakes. And it gives you about a 10-second warning. And it's in Japan. And I've seen it happen in action. So just to KCUFUOY, it's a 10-second warning, literally. It's not a prediction any longer than that. But in regards to vertigo at stadiums, it's horrible when you get it. It's not a nice experience. No, there isn't, mate. I've been in Japan. I've lived there, mate. It's happening. Google it. I'm not making it up.
The only cool thing about this stadium is it's got kind of like those AC Milan stadium, like those spiral steps that get you up to the upper levels. So like instead of going upstairs, you have like these spiral ramp walkways that go around to get you up to the different tiers of the stadium. So that was always kind of fun to walk up and down them. But
KCUF, mate, what did I just say? I said it's a warning mechanism, right? 10 seconds after it flashes up on Japanese TV and on the phones, the earthquake happens. So, okay, it's not a prediction. It's not being predicted a year before. I just said that. Right? For God's sake, man. Semantics. It's a warning mechanism.
I gotta go.
They should have a warning mechanism if there's a Woolwich Arsenal fan anywhere near you.
I think Dan said he had to go.
Yeah.
Cheers, Dan.
Gotta go.
Good night, fella.
Why is this guy so hung up on what I'm saying?
Don't forget to brush your teeth.
I never said that. I never said that.
Yeah.
I didn't say it. Oh my God, forget about it. KCUF. All right. Like, you haven't obviously lived in Japan and seen the warning mechanism or the systems that they have. So I'm not going to get into a childish debate with you over it. Okay.
That's right.
But I don't really like this stadium that much. I mean, it's old, dude. The stadium is old.
How old is it, this stadium?
Oh man, I'd have to Google it, but it's older than me, dude. When I was a little kid, I went there. I'm talking like 8.
Do they still get 90,000 out of the game? I heard the baseball numbers have dropped off in terms of fans in recent years.
It's football.
Oh, it's football, is it?
Yeah,
okay.
This is Arrowhead. Royal Stadium is right next to it. So, like, if I were to show you it on the map, the two stadiums sit right next to each other.
Is that Kaufman Stadium?
Yeah, Kaufman Stadium.
What do Americans consider their most?
This is Kaufman Stadium. This is the Royals.
What do Americans consider their best sport? You know, the most supported or the best.
NFL is the most popular sport.
American football, yeah.
Yeah.
NFL and college football.
I saw the Dolphins play at Wembley. It was amazing. The fans were crazy. They're really.
I went to see a game
fanatical.
years ago. I went to see a game in Ireland years back. A display game between U.S. Army and Navy, I think it was. I was only a kid at the time, and they. Why do I cry so much when someone disagrees? Why is this guy trolling me, man?
I'm not even paying attention to it. There's a couple of times when I went to Royals games too as a kid. And
I'm not. I'm laughing at him.
Sat right there.
Ignore him now.
Over the dugout. But yeah, you can see the two stadiums literally sit right next to each other. But you can see we got plenty of parking in America at our stadiums. Although St. Louis And Busch Stadium doesn't have a lot of parking. That's downtown.
I will. I'm going to get some sleep now. I'm really tired. All right,
Yeah,
so
all
I'm
right.
going
coming
to
to the
check
end of
out.
it as well for me. It's it's pretty late, early, whatever you want to look at
Sounds
it.
good.
Yeah. But good luck on the rest of the show, guys.
Thank
You
you.
take care.
See you later, Eddie.
Ciao.
Hi, guys. Wow. And then there were 2 or 3?
3 for now. 2 in the lip.
I'm still here. I want to know more about Gareth Bale going to LAFC. I mean, I think that's going to be brilliant.
You know what's my opinion about it? I think I told Will about this. I hate it because
Capacity.
I feel that it's the MLS is always LA centric. All the designated players go there. I mean, yes, Orlando has Pato, but come on now. You got the Chiellinis, you got the Gareth Bales. Before that, it was Imbra. I mean, for me, yes, MLS it's growing in popularity, but I think it does a disservice because I speak to other fan bases where people feel that MLS is so LA. Like I mean that's my opinion about it. I mean it's great. I mean when they come play Orlando City, I'll go to the game, but I just feel that I don't know. For me it's just like okay, another LA team getting all the stars, Chicharito, Pirlo, and it goes on and on and on. But that's my opinion about it.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
What's up, man?
Hey,
yeah, the stadium was built in 1967 is when that stadium was built.
Oh wow.
Arrowhead Stadium.
It's older
And
than
it held 50,000 when it was first built, and then now it holds 85,000. And over 120,000 for concerts and events. If the field stays
loud. When I'm talking about loud, that place it's loud. That place is loud.
I got a question for you guys, right? First I got to say is welcome Spurs to Asia, right? We're playing Wednesday. My question is, right, do you think our guys flew business class or first class? I think they were on a commercial.
Coach.
They were on a commercial flight, right? Because when the players came out, they were all mixed up with the
you have to. You can't take a
out.
private jet from London to South Korea. I mean, you'd have to stop like 5 times for refueling. Like it's just not.
I don't know, but
not viable.
do you think they were they in the first class, or were they in first class and business class, right? And then if you do that, how do you separate who's in first class, who's in business class? Because it was a very weird thing. Conte, Harry Kane, Hugo, more or less the main players came out first, right? And then the rest of them slowly dribbled out.
I don't know if they came out first. That's just how they set it up, right? So that's how
maybe
they filmed
set it up. Maybe they set it up. But one thing I did like is that Conte was in the head. He walked out of that gate in front. So that shows that he's the leader. There's no one.
You're thinking too Asian style now.
No, because you're in Korea. You have to show that to the Korean fans, right?
I don't think they've had that kind of coaching though. I don't think they had an Asian cultural, power class before they came out.
But because I saw the video of the SBS YouTube video. I watched out, and actually 3 Spurs, I think liaison people came out first, and they went around and they arranged everything, and then Sonny arrived, right? And then after that, only then they said, okay, who will be coming out? Then I think the first one who came on, who walked out in a way that Conte was in front, and then Harry Kane, and they came out in like a line. Harry Kane was behind, Hugo, right? Who else was there? I can't remember. And after that, they all just dribbled out slowly, dribble bits.
Davies came too. For me, I hate the fact that Levy came out. It's just.
I didn't even see Levy. Levy wasn't even there.
No, Levy was in the picture. He was in the picture. He came out like Like, everybody. I don't know, man. It just did. It's just like, dude, you have no talent in regards to football. You're the guy who signs the checks. You're the one who think you know about football. But you know,
you mean he came out from the airport or came out where?
No, Levy was the first one out of the arrivals hall to give Sonny
him with a sign with Spurs. Sonny had a sign, welcome Spurs. They came out with the flag. I mean, if you told me Pat Tichy would have been a better person to be standing there with the group rather than Daniel Levy. I just think he's a narcissist. Like, he has to get the credit. He has to get the attention.
But Murray, he has to come out, right? He can't be staying in there the whole time.
Yeah, but he that picture. Am I being unreasonable? Like, or is it? I don't know. I just didn't like.
But you know, one of the best part for me was when they were doing the video, when they were scanning through the crowd, right? There was one Korean guy holding up a sign, "We want trophies."
Oh, was there? I didn't see that.
I'll show you guys a cool picture.
Oh.
So this is a picture from Arrowhead Stadium when Manchester United played the Kansas City Wizards, which are now Sporting Kansas City, same team. There was 50,000. There was 52,000 people. See it. Look how empty the stadium is at 52,000. But they
American stadiums are big.
Yeah,
they're huge though. I mean, if you put that in Ireland Stadium, it would be overflowing. That's huge numbers to me.
Yeah, so there was 52,000 people at the game. Manchester's United versus Kansas City Wizards, which is now it's the same team. They just changed their name to Sporting Kansas City. And
when did they play them?
2010. It was like like kind of like how we're playing the K League, super, the whatever, like Tottenham.
All star.
Yeah, the Kansas City Wizards beat Manchester United 2-1. So 2010.
But Manchester United played Liverpool last night, right? In Thailand, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe next week.
What was that, Eugene? Sorry, who played Liverpool?
Manchester United played Liverpool last night in Thailand.
I thought United were in Melbourne because I think they played a friendly with Melbourne there.
They're playing in Thailand first, then they're gonna fly off to Sydney and Melbourne to play the Australian. There's something going on there.
Okay.
Crystal Palace and all that, right?
We got Scum and Chelsea coming to Orlando.
Go watch them.
I
dare you get on AFTV. Yeah. They're gonna be there.
Yeah. I'm actually. I spoke to Jonas, my best friend who's Arsenal fan. I said, "Yo, let's get the tickets. Let's go." And you better hope Arsenal beats Orlando City, because if Orlando City beats Arsenal, I'm gonna be screaming. Arsenal gets battered everywhere they go. You better believe I'm gonna record that. I'm gonna I'm wearing my Tottenham jersey.
I was gonna say that, Murray. Wear your Tottenham jersey, man. You got it.
You better believe it's going to be a day of reckoning. Even if they win, I'm gonna taunt those fans like no tomorrow. That's Wednesday, July 20th. I'll be back in Orlando, and trust me, if Orlando City wins, it is over. It is over. It's gonna be streaming on many of your channels. I will send you the link of me harassing personal fans. It will be.
Mari, where are you now?
I'm in Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I return back home next Sunday. I'm here for 3 or 4
summer holidays.
Yeah, this is a real holiday, and then I go to Cancun to look at one of the properties that's being used for Airbnb, and then celebrate a friend's birthday. Sunday.
So if you need a place to stay in Cancun, call Mari.
Or Puerto Rico, or Mexico.
Cancun's in Mexico.
Coming up.
Jealous of you, Mari. So jealous of your traveling. Oh, I wish I could do that again.
When school opens, it'll be reduced.
I mean, that's what happens when you're single and then you're in your 20s or late 20s, early 30s, right? So
that's what happened to me. Will, yeah, I was all over the place, man. Marty, your cousin, right? He's a gooner. He's an Arsenal fan, yeah.
Oh yeah, and
Is he?
He says, okay, I should be able to be free to go to that game. It should be free. I'm like, dude, like, how often do a Premier League team comes to your city? I'm like,
if he was in Atlanta, I would have had tickets for Tottenham. No problem. I guarantee you, if Tottenham ever came to Atlanta, I'd be the first one there, right?
Oh yeah, whenever they come to Orlando, I'm there, or anywhere in the South, Miami, Atlanta, I'm going. So, and I understand you gotta check with the missus, but I'm just like, yeah, make sure she says yes. I'm gonna be there by myself if I have to. Like I said, I'm gonna raise hell. I'm going to record the sad joke of an Arsenal fan base. I'm gonna taunt them. They're gonna probably say, "Oh, you got no trophies." I'm like, "F you! I don't care. You guys bottled it. You guys choked. You guys will play on Thursday nights. I'm gonna let you know, Orlando City beats Arsenal. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna have content for you guys because I'm going to raise hell. Raise hell."
Yeah.
Will, when is Mrs. Will coming back?
End of the month, man.
End of July. Wow, she's gone for a long visit. Her mom?
Yeah.
Oh, she's back in Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I hope she was at the airport. I hope that was the one I heard screaming. Will.
No, she's not there. She could probably care less, to be honest with you.
Are you boys hanging on there?
Huh?
Messed up the whole house yet?
Nah. The oldest has actually been surprisingly helpful.
If I have my portable, I have a portable Wi-Fi right here. If I get it into the building, I wonder if I could live stream. Will I get in trouble if I live stream live from the stadium?
No.
In the stadium?
No.
I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to pull that off.
Yeah, just put that in your pocket and then just do it from your phone.
My phone. Yeah.
Why do stadiums actually jam data and Wi-Fi when you go into the stadiums?
No. Sometimes stadiums they don't have a good Wi-Fi signal because of the construction of the building, but no, they don't intentionally jam it.
Because I don't see a lot of people doing live streams out of stadiums nowadays. Maybe it's a copyright thing and all kinds of things like that.
No, it's not. There may be a thing on your ticket that says like you're not allowed to film or whatever, or if you do this the other thing, some things, but yeah, but no, it's. But have you guys ever seen this?
Sorry, go ahead, Will.
If you guys want to see the stadium here in Atlanta, I actually have a video on my channel. It's the THFC vlog, Atlanta United match day. Went there with my kid.
Oh yeah, the one that you went with Paul, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, saw that too. Yeah. But what do you guys think? All right, match coming up. Do you think Conte will be playing full first team first, or will he be rotating, or will he be like mix and matching the players?
What matching the players?
For the coming up match. Yeah,
it'll be the usual format. He'll start with the big names, and then in the second half he'll probably make 11 changes, and bring on the younger lads. That's the usual when it comes to friendlies. They do it at international, they do it at pre-seasons. They start off with the big guns because everybody wants to cheer and roar them when they walk out in the pitch, and then they in the second half, of course, they swap over.
Oh yeah, that's the marketing plan, right?
No, it's the same. I mean, even when any team or club or country plays a friendly, that's what they always do.
I have a question. If Conte wasn't there, do those players that are excluded, do they go to Korea?
The ones that have been excluded, did they go to Korea? No, they didn't go. They stayed.
No. If Conte is not there, do those players go to Korea? If it was a totally different manager, do those players?
Probably not. To be honest with you, at this point, you know,
depending who the manager is, Mari,
maybe Lo Celso.
right?
From what I've heard, Lo Celso doesn't get along with Conte. So.
Okay. The reason why I posed that question, more like the Conte effect, like being savage, being ruthless. All right, these players they're not going to Korea. So I'm thinking, if it was any other coach, even Poch, those guys would still be on that flight to Korea. I'm talking about Lo Celso, Bele, this guy excluded, Winks. Maybe because I view it as such a nice, club that we wouldn't do anything ruthless like that. And for me, when the list came out on Saturday, who was it going? The first thing that came out of my mouth was like, oh shit, Conte's not playing. Winks, like he's not on the list. Reguilon, like he's not going. Wow, like I know we're offering them up, for sale, but even then, the old nature of our club, we'll bring them along. Whereas when I saw the list come out, I'm like, damn, like Conte's not playing. It's like, don't bring these guys on this trip. I mean, do you guys view it that way? Like, cause I'm like Conte's not playing. Like, I don't want Winks, Lo Celso on that trip.
I agree with you completely, Mari. I think it's a clear sign of intent from Conte leaving them at home. It's making a statement.
Yeah, of course, there's a sign of intention, but guys, don't forget, right? This is just the first leg of our preseason matches, right? We still have to look at the second leg of it once we play Roma and once we play who else? Rangers, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we're playing
Rangers, then
Roma and Rangers back in Europe. Yeah, Rangers.
We're playing Rangers. God, I hate Rangers.
Yeah. I know, Alan. I know. Right. Yeah, but but the way I see this now is, whatever it is, right? Apart from just being a preseason, I think it'll be a good bonding session for the senior players, right? Since you got Bissouma in there, you got Perisic, and you've got Richarlison, right? I think it'll give them a chance to bond when they are more or less in the. And I'm not mistaken, the COVID rules in Korea are still strict. You're still not allowed to go and run around, not wearing a mask and all that, right? That's why when you saw the players coming out of the airport, everyone was wearing their mask. Everyone has to follow the SOPs. So I guess it will put the players closer together to spend time with each other, right? And it will more or less create a bubble for themselves to get to know each other better. And it will give the youngsters also with the team, right? Conte brought a few youngsters with them, right, to be part of that first team that have that experience and maybe learn a few things from the senior players, right? That's how I see it. And of course, I was watching earlier with you guys. Will, do you think they'll go to the KTV?
Huh?
Do you think the players will go to the KTV? KTV.
They don't have KTV in Korea, man.
They have a different version of it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's nothing like KTV, right? Like it's completely.
What's KTV?
Different.
What's KTV?
Of course, it's not like
karaoke television.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Chinese,
it's a nightclub.
Malaysian version of.
It's Southeast Asian kind of thing. Yeah, where you go in and. I don't think we have to do it online on live like KTV is.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, no, it's nothing like KTV. But
all right, we'll. Yeah. Oh, but you do have that kind of scenarios in Korea, right?
It's similar, but it's completely different, right? So.
I mean, the same scenario kind of thing, right? But let's see
yeah, same scenario for sure. But it's a completely different model. Let's put it that way. Different style of thing. I'll explain to you later how they do it in Korea, but
I was more. You don't have to explain to me. I know what. But the thing is, okay. Were you guys a bit more okay? The wives and the families didn't go, right? These are just only players that followed, correct?
Yeah, of course.
Are we aware of any
it's just a
stories
week. Why would their wives go? That's silly.
I don't know. Holiday.
They're going there to work, not play. It's not a vacation.
Yeah, I know. That's good, right? That's good, right? But and Will, do you have any news on what kind of K-League players will be posted out to play against the Spurs team?
Nah, man. I have no idea.
Is it only players directly from the K-League, or is there also K-League or Korean players that are playing abroad?
It says the lineups will be available shortly before the match.
When is the match?
Wednesday.
Wednesday,
13. Yeah.
I think
and
it's
then
12.
We play Sevilla on the 16th.
Yeah, Saturday.
Why
so it's a nice time for nice time for you, Eugene. It's a bad time for Will and Maddie. It'll be an early kickoff.
Huh?
Yeah. I'm driving to work now.
7 a.m. for me.
Yeah. 7 a.m. there now?
No, it's 7 a.m. for the games.
Oh, the match. Yeah, for the games. Yeah, it's 12 a.m. in where you are now.
It'll be 7 p.m. in Malaysia, I think, in KL.
Yeah, 7 p.m. Malaysia. Yeah,
it'll be good for you, Eugene. It'll be the first time, prime time.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing a watch along, but I'm not sure whether I can get a stream. That's the only thing, right? So let's see how that goes. If not, I'll most probably join Sean on his watch along. On
I guess in the UK it'll be 7 plus 5.
12
noon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not too bad for England, guys.
Yeah, it's not too bad for England. Yeah.
7 a.m. man, that's early, dude. I'll be watching that in my boxer shorts.
Do a watch along, Will.
In my boxer shorts. You want me to turn on the pants cam? We can turn on the. I don't even know if it's working right now. No, it's not working.
You got Spurs play, right, Will?
Yeah, I got Spurs play.
I was thinking whether should I sign up to it. But it's like £45. That's something like 250 ringgit, 300 ringgit. So, still that.
Is that annually or monthly? Annually, I assume.
Annually.
Turn my pants cam on.
Oh, okay. Pants cam, yeah.
Pants cam.
Yeah, you should do a watch along your boxers with the pants cam on.
What? No, I don't think people would like that very much.
Hey, Will, who's doing the cooking now the wife's away? Because I know she's a fantastic Korean cook. So
the microwave, brother, the microwave.
Oh, come on, man. Get on YouTube, learn a few recipes.
Take away pizzas.
I can cook. I just don't want to. What's the point?
What's the point in cooking? It's therapy, man. It's the ultimate escape. That and football.
Honestly, I don't cook either. Yeah.
You run restaurants, man. You worked in the food business for years, haven't you?
Yeah,
Me?
But I don't cook. That's the weird thing. Yeah.
Oh, Eugene?
Yeah.
I haven't cooked in a long time. Yeah.
I cook every day. I spend hours at it. I love it. Just music on, prepare everything. Anyway, Will's going to give a rendition of Will in the boxer shorts or something. Go for it, Will.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here.
I thought that was like the intro to Stairway to Heaven for a moment. But
no. I'd have to turn down my thingamajigger. Then you'll hear my fan. Me flushing the toilet there?
Oh, Will. Still won the cam, right?
Yeah, still won the cam.
That was so funny. That was brilliant, though. So and he won it twice out of 3. So nothing suspicious there.
It's not possible for me to rig.
I know. I'm messing. I was there. I watched it live. It was very fun. I was actually going to, because I didn't enter it, but I was going to enter on Stell's behalf because I didn't think he was there. And the last second, he jumped in and won it. So yeah,
Stell was there from the beginning, Aaron.
Ah, okay, all right, yeah.
He was there from the beginning. He was more or less the few first people put in the rants, the 2K thing. Yeah, but it's good. Yeah, it's good to see Stell win it.
He's no excuse not to come back on there, but he needs to sort out his internet.
Yeah. Most probably the camera will screw up his internet, right? Think more of his bandwidth.
Most likely, yeah.
Well, I don't understand how can Ellie's got problem with internet, Stella's got problem with internet. Is the internet in the UK that bad? Gosh. What has Boris done?
It might. I don't know. Like, yeah, it's a good point. Because they both seem to have Wi-Fi issues.
Stella has problem with internet, and Ellie has problem with internet. Yeah.
I've got one of these. They used to be called smart homes, where you've got like network, and I've got one of those things like a switchboard for an old phone where you can plug in network cables and all this stuff. But I don't use it, man. My Wi-Fi is okay. I mean, obviously, I don't have the cam on tonight because, like I said, I've just shaved all my hair off, so I'm not going on cam. But it's it's unusual. Yeah, I mean, I would have thought London would be a lot more advanced than Ireland or Dublin. But
I don't know.
We'll get to the bottom of it. Maybe it's just Stell using it as an excuse so he can avoid debating. Although I doubt that. Go on, Will. Give us that tune, man.
Are you waiting for me to sing?
No, I was just watching Mari crying. He got so emotional there. It was such a beautiful moment.
That was deep, man. That was deep.
Sometimes I feel like you're on the stage and I'm in the crowd. Whoops.
Can't remember this part. It's been 20 years.
Never again to scratch at me. So don't let me down, and don't pass me by like every other faceless guy. 'Cause I want to be be with you. I messed it up. Sorry.
Nah, man, that was really good. That was really good.
First time singing on stream, Will.
Huh?
Well done, Will.
The first time singing on stream.
Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't done it in a long time. Like it's
Yeah, I
been
mean,
like 20 years.
No, I mean on Will THFC Rant. This is the first time you sing like this, right?
Yeah. That's a song I wrote when I was like in my 20s.
You
this is
wrote
your
that?
own song.
wrote that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, man, that's brilliant.
That's brilliant.
That's what I do. I write
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah, just make sure Ed Sheeran doesn't steal it.
I was gonna ask you, what?
Jesus, Will. I thought you were just a guy who wore boxer shorts and, sat in the nip half the day long.
No, I don't just wear boxer shorts.
Will's a man of many talents. Yeah.
We can make up a song. Give me some lyrics. People in the comments, give me some lyrics. I'll make up a song. Gotta give me some lyrics. Mari. Da 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 da. All right. Enough of John Mayer Hour on Will Stewart THFCRants.
John Mayer Hour. That's a good one.
Round here, we
big
talk
hand,
Spurs all the night. Round here.
Around here, I could do some. Like to see Will write some good chants for Spurs and the players. Chants are a bit of a different thing.
Yeah.
Did you hear the new song for Longley? It was Ellie brought up. It was
Daigle's chant, I think.
yeah, oh, those Brian's Daigle's chant. It was for Longley. It was going. It was pretty good too. It was
감사합니다요.
oh gosh, what was it? The Daigle Longley was crap. I forgot. It was pretty good. It was simple too. Because you know how they make new songs and they make it really like difficult to put too much. Like Kulu's, his song was perfect. It was perfect. Give me a ginger for Sweden. I actually like Pusumas too. I don't know if you guys heard of Pusumas. Da 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 Pusuma. Da 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 da.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a new chant for
James
Arteta?
gave us some lyrics here. Goodbye Winks, goodbye Geo. Goodbye Tan Guy, goodbye Rodin, because your games are rotten and forgotten. It doesn't really rhyme the way that you would need it to. So usually you have to go, like either the first phrase has to rhyme with a third, or first and second and fourth.
A couple of extra syllables in the final line there would complete it, I think.
So goodbye Winks, your game stinks. That would be a good one, right? So let's see.
Goodbye, Gio. You have to go. Yeah. Will, I gotta make a move. I've arrived to work. I'll catch you guys later, right? Take care, Alan.
All right, man.
Cheers, Yuji.
All right. Bye-bye.
My fan. Can you hear my fan?
We're all your fans, Will. Oh, cheesy.
I meant my ceiling fan.
I know.
You can hear it whenever I talk. You hear that fuzz?
Should create a song called
Good. Good, good what?
Goodbye. Nick.
Goodbye who?
Winks.
Oh, goodbye, Winks. I have to think that. So let's see. We're writing a song here. This is how the songwriting process goes for people that don't know. Goodbye, Winks. It helps if I play the right chord. Goodbye, Winks. Your game stinks. Don't you know? Goodbye, Winks. Why do I keep playing the wrong chord? Goodbye, Winks. Your game stinks. Don't you know? What's the next word?
Something about Lo Celso would rhyme with the previous line.
Almost as bad as your mate, Lo Celso. All of us here can't wait to see you go. Don't you know? All right, let's try it again. Goodbye, Winks. Your game stinks. Don't you know? Almost as bad as your mate, Gio Celso. And all of us here can't wait to see you disappear. I need to figure out how to fit that in, because that would be good, right? All of us
celebrate
here,
with a beer. We'll celebrate with a beer,
right,
or
can't
something
wait
like that.
to see you disappear. We'll celebrate with a beer. So I can do that up here, though. Because all of us here can't wait till you disappear. We'll celebrate with a beer. That's a different, it's a different beat. We'll have to, I'll have to figure that one out. But, so, goodbye to Winks. Your football stinks. Don't you know? Almost as bad as the lad Gio Celso. 'Cause all of us here, I hope you disappear. I need a different chord there.
Dropped we from celebrate with a beer, so just celebrate with a beer, and then you might be able to fit it in. What are we doing? This is mad. It's 6 a.m. on a Monday morning.
I'm trying to find it. I can't really find it. But the first part. Goodbye, Winks. Dang it. Every time I do that, I can't play the... There you go. Mixed Coffee's got it. There's Mixed Coffee's got better lyrics. There we go. Farewell to Winks. Your game stinks. Adios, Gio. Where'd it go? Here,
Bon voyage, not bon voyage, thank you. Have a nice trip. We've got Ollie Skip.
Yeah, Adios Geo, you tried mate is the wrong kick, right? So it would be farewell to Winks, your game stinks. Just like Geo, that would work, right? And then you tried mate, bon voyage, have a nice trip, or something like that. You're better at bingo. Yeah, no, it helps. All of the different whelps, because farewell works, right? Especially at the beginning. Farewell Winks, your game stinks. Why do I keep forgetting the chord? Just like Geo, you tried your best, couldn't cut, couldn't play like the rest. Something to do. We'll figure it out.
It was a good effort, Will. Very good. Well done.
I'm winging it. You got to give me a ride. You got to give me.
I got a song. A song about Brian Hill on loan.
Brian Hill on loan. I actually have to sit down and write lyrics, then I can actually figure it out. But normally when I write a song, it usually takes me about an hour, and I actually literally have to do this over the time. So normally I'll just come up. So I'll start like with the guitar riff. And then I'll like hum a melody to myself, right? So it'd be like ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ya-da-da, ya-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, ya-da-bum, ba-ba-da-bum, ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, da-da-da. And then I try to find the chord that fits in my melody in my head. There it is. No. And then we do that. Then I'll add lyrics to it, and you have to do it over and over again. Takes a while, man. Writing a song is not an easy thing.
No, you did a pretty good job of it there live on the show, man.
Yeah, live on stream.
Yeah, nice. Boys, at that, I'm gonna have to, as always, love you and leave you, and hopefully see you next week. And Matty, you look after yourself, mate. And Will, thank you once again. Always enjoy your show, and it's always great to come on. And come on, Spurs. Let's all enjoy the game on Wednesday.
Thanks for coming on, man.
No worries, mate.
That's why it's a pub talk, dude. There's no topic. It's literally like we're at a pub. And what's better than singing some songs at a pub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, Will, it was the Korean fried chicken chat at the start that got me on. I couldn't resist.
The chicken bulgogi, the food talk got you on there.
Oh, yeah. Well, have a good evening, everybody, or a good morning, or a good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And catch up all soon.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to check out. My phone's about
Me
to
too, man.
Yeah, but it's good to be back on, man. I've been missing stream. I'm going to try to see if I could do a short show on Wednesday, kind of recapping the some of the transfer dealings. So might do a short show on Wednesday. So
sounds good. Wednesday, finally, is it the return of the Love Lounge?
The return of the Love Lounge will definitely be, I want to say, the week of the 25th. I just gotta get the song ready and everything. Got the new logo. Someone helped me out with that. So yeah, it's going to actually, if I get it done, probably next Wednesday. Next Wednesday.
Good deal, man.
Yep.
Good deal. But yeah. Anyway, folks at home, thank you guys very much for watching the show, and I'll remember how to play that some of my original stuff, and maybe I'll come on and maybe for the members only shows I'll do some more on request singing and stuff like that. So maybe that's what we'll do for that. I haven't sang. It hasn't been exactly 20 years. I tried the other night. It was a night with Danny and Sean after a show when I tried. But other than that, I literally haven't played this song probably since 2000. Like really played it since like 2002 at the latest, like goofing around with family and friends and stuff, maybe 2007, 2006. But yeah, I used to play and sing. Did a little singer songwriter stuff in San Antonio, Texas.
All right, well, I'm gonna charge my phone.
All right, man.
All right.
Folks at home, I'm going to sing it one more time, and then I'm going to end the stream as well. So I'm going to try it one more time, and then we'll go. So.
Cut the loneliness right out of my heart.
That's it. One more time. All right. One more time. Last time, and then we're leaving.
Right out of my heart. Like a tag, win a brand new pair of jeans. Never again to scratch at me. Sometimes I feel like you're on the stage and I'm in the crowd. Sometimes my life is flipped, turned upside down. So don't let me down. Don't pass me by like every other faceless guy. And I want to be, yes, I want to be I want to be with you. And I want to be, and I want to be with, and I too.